to talk about. British financiers are effectively enabling Russia to keep sending gas exports to Europe, earning the Putin regime billions of dollars. Our economics and data editor Ed Conway has this special report.
Miles out in the sea lanes, where the North Sea meets the English Channel, a lone ship on the horizon. The cargo it carries tells a murky tale, one which takes us from the Arctic Ocean north of Siberia to the shores of Europe and eventually to the front lines of the war in Ukraine.
We aim to reduce this dependency on Russian fossil fuels and to get rid of it.
To wean ourselves of dependence on Russian oil and gas.
But this is the story of what really happened after Europe promised to end its reliance on Russian gas. Because it turns out Europe isn't just helping Ukraine, but also helping fund Putin. I've come to Belgium, to the port of Zeebrugge, one of the biggest liquefied natural gas, LNG, terminals in Europe. On the hunt for the energy story no one wants to talk about. Because while the amount of gas coming in pipes from Russia is down, the amount of gas coming in on LNG tankers is up a lot.
See, we're getting closer now. That ship was in Siberia 7 days ago, and it's heading to Zeebrugge with a shipment of liquefied natural gas for the European market.
Britain has banned these shipments, but the UK is also a part of this for another reason.
You know the most striking thing of all? That ship is actually insured by a British company. In other words, it's thanks to British financiers that Vladimir Putin is able to keep sending Russian gas to Europe, earning billions of euros along the way for his war effort.
Down the coast in Dunkirk is another tanker I've been tracking, the Yakov Gakel, and it's a similar story. European money and British services facilitating the ongoing flow of Russian hydrocarbons. This ship, it's got a Russian name, it's got Russian gas, but it's actually part-owned and operated by a British company. Our investigation shows that while Britain has banned any ships with a Russian connection from docking on our shores, this country is still a critical cog in the wheel that helps keep them running. Seapeak, the company which runs that tanker, didn't respond to my calls, so I've come in person to see if I can persuade them to talk. Hi, hello. Hi, my name's Ed Conway. I work for Sky News. Is anyone going to come down and talk to us? No? And even if we stay here all day and we're waiting,
I'll phone the police.
you'll phone the police? And for the time being, that is more or less that. Europe keeps importing Russian gas in ships managed and insured by British companies, paying the Putin regime billions of euros in the process. Russia keeps bombing Ukraine with weapons paid for in part from the proceeds. Few find this very palatable, but since the alternative is to risk another energy price shock, there's little appetite to end this murky trade. Ed Conway, Sky News.